Money FM 89.3. Best of breakfast. Companies to watch.
And we have Dan Koh joining us this morning. How are you doing?
Good, Ryan. Happy Friday. It is coming to the weekend. You got any plans for the weekend ahead?
Yeah, I've got a staycation lined up, so I'm looking forward to that. So I am already packed and good to go.
I can tell you're looking fresh and you're looking happier than ever.
So it's good to have something to look forward to down the line. So I hope you have something on as well lined up.
Yeah, I have certainly something lined up for you, and that's companies to watch, Ryan.
Oh, right.
That's a segment where we spotlight and stock you up with listed companies that will call for your attention. So we are looking at market trends to risks, as well as hidden gems or warning signs to steer clear of. I want you to be part of the conversation as well, so 88550893 and tell us whether you think it's going to be a hot or not. Now, Ryan, for today's Stock in Focus, we're turning to the iconic green app.
All right.
When you think of deliveries, mobility, and financial services, what comes to mind?
All right, you should say what grabs your attention.
Oh, very good,
There
Ryan.
you go.
How reliant are you
Did I
on
give it away?
Yes, you did. Okay. It is Grab Holdings, in case you don't already know. But how reliant are you on Grab, Ryan?
Pretty much every day, that's how I get to work, grabbing to work, and sometimes grabbing my food as well.
That's right.
So it's been a good part of my life. How about you?
I would say because I have a bike, I don't use it as much as you would. But delivery-wise, I do order things every now and then, especially if I'm a little bit lazy. But that just goes to show how reliant most of us are with Grab. From ride-hailing, food delivery, and digital payment solutions, it is no wonder that the iconic green app has grown to become one of the biggest giants within the super app landscape. And we're talking about, expansion and business presence in Cambodia, Malaysia, Singapore, the Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, and the rest of Southeast Asia as well. So the reason why I've brought them to our attention today is because they've recently raised their full year earnings forecast after its first quarter sales beat estimates, Ryan. So let's dive into their latest report card. Now, Grab Holdings saw an 18% rise in revenue to $773 million for the first quarter. That's surpassing the average analyst estimate of $766 million. Just very quickly on the pointers of what to take note of, on-demand GMV grew by 16%. Profit for the quarter improved by $125 million year over year. Adjusted EBITDA improved by $44 million year over year to another record high of $106 million. And operating cash flow of $936 million, as well as adjusted free cash flow of $157 million on a trailing 12-month basis. First thoughts, what do you think?
Yeah, it's a good turnaround story in the sense that Grab has been struggling with profitability for quite some time.
Yeah.
Revenue has always been going up as you imagine a lot of people turn to Grab for various things. The profit thing was always a tricky thing, but they've been able to make themselves more efficient, cut down on costs as well. So right now, I think the latest quarter reflects a lot of the work that they've been putting in to get to where they are right now.
Certainly, I think their strategic approach is definitely paying off, and it's definitely green on screens for Grab. According to CEO and co-founder Anthony Tan, Grab had a strong set of results to the start of the year, sustaining robust demand growth momentum to achieve yet another quarterly record number of users on their platforms. That's even amid the seasonal demand impacts from the Lunar New Year and Ramadan fasting period. And on top of that, Tan also added that they had also grown the number of active partners on their platform and had more active driver and merchant partners than ever before. Those are the kind of stuff that investors would definitely look forward to. And looking ahead to the second quarter, they expect to drive strong sequential on-demand GMV and overall revenue growth while remaining disciplined on costs as a company. So, according to Grab, adjusting earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization will be as much as $480 million in 2025, rather than the up to $470 million projected previously. That does signal that the Southeast Asian ride-hailing and food delivery market might be a bright spot in a tech industry that has been rattling global investors worldwide. We've been seeing how the tech sector hasn't really fared well, but Grab is certainly showing some signs of yielding results. And like its backer, Uber Technologies, it slashed jobs and reined in spending to pivot towards profitability. It does show that it's paying off. Grab is also trying to push into new areas through acquisitions while trying to maintain a healthy balance between profits and growth, even as competition from rivals including GoTo Group has weighed on its rideshare and food delivery margins. But it's hard to see how any competitor would at least amount to what Grab has now. I think at least in Singapore, a lot of us would be used to their services. Wouldn't you say so, Ryan?
Yeah. It's been gaining a lot of ground and also taking on the taxi market recently.
Yeah.
So it's been trying to go into street hailing in a sense that they might have their own taxi fleet in time to come.
Yep.
So that's been making rounds. I guess they are just growing by leaps and bounds in a sense. So a lot going for Grab. I'm sure in time to come, we will see them branch out into even more verticals. One of them, of course, is finance. Grab Finance, I think it is doing a lot on that front with its loans business, savings business as well. And then, of course, you've got its tie-up with GXS with Singtel. So a lot of synergies that can help to pull things together.
Certainly, Ryan. And I'm going to go in line with what you've said earlier today, the joke, right? Grab is going to grab another company.
Oh.
They're thinking of going to GoTo at a valuation of more than $7 billion US. And that is still in talks. But if that were to go through, Ryan, just imagine how much further they would expand within Asia itself. And on top of that, you mentioned, new initiatives and products in areas from digital finance, as well as call delivery services, and new products aim to increase spending here in Asia. So if we look at the shares of Grab and how it's performed so far, unfortunately, while it has been one of the hottest Southeast Asia's startups, it has lost about half of their value since it went public through a US blank check company in late 2021. But Ryan, today, they're currently trading at $4.77. That's up 0.63% year to date. And year over year, it's up 36%. So it does seem like a really hot stock to me. What about you, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the commentary it gave alongside its numbers. And they, like many other companies, have flagged that the ongoing tariff tensions, global trade issues are going to be an issue in the sense that people are going to be more concerned about their purse strings. They might cut down on spending. So that might affect Grab like many other companies.
Yep.
So I'm a bit cautious on the front. And also, separately, I don't have the appetite to invest in startups because they've got so many things going on and they have to spend money first to make money later.
Yeah.
So we've seen that play out for Grab in the initial days, and now as it tries to grow itself again, I'm just a bit cautious. We might see similar profitability issues again to take note of, I guess.
That's a fair point, and it's a good perspective to look at. Thanks a lot for that, Ryan. According to TipRanks, Yahoo, and Barron's as of the 2nd of May, we're seeing all three giving a consensus rating of a strong buy for Grab Holdings. And that pretty much wraps it for our analysis of today's Stock in Focus, Grab Holdings. Now, Ryan, we know that Grab was founded back in 2012 under a different name. Can you guess what its name was originally?
Yes, I remember back in the day. Grab Taxi.
Huh?
Was it correct?
No.
Or maybe it's an earlier
Try it
version.
again. I'll give you another try.
Oh, so it's not Grab something. It's something.
You got like one half right.
Get Taxi?
It is called My Taxi.
Oh, okay.
With TEKSI as the spelling. With the goal of making taxi rides safer in Malaysia and later rebranded as Grab. So, which vegetable tells us how old a taxi is, Ryan?
The broccoli?
What? Cabbage. And that's all we have for Grab Holdings.
Before acting on the information on Money FM, please consider if it's suitable for your own investment objectives, financial situation, and risk tolerance. To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.